Google shuts down its Nobel-prize winning AlphaFold project as it focuses on Gemini. More on that coming up, but first, after 7 generations, Samsung made a huge change to its flagship foldable phone this year. It split the line into 2 devices. Sitting at the very top is the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, which looks and feels like a more refined version of last year's handset. And then there's the base Z Fold 8, which, to my pleasant surprise, has stolen the spotlight from its more expensive sibling. By borrowing elements from its own back catalog of devices, while also cribbing traits from rivals, Samsung has created a wider, squatter device that combines the best aspects of a smartphone and a small tablet in a single gadget. Head over to Engadget.com and check Sam Rutherford's full review of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. And as expected, Apple has announced a new subscription program for its devices in the U.S. Apple Upgrade enables consumers to pay a monthly fee for a device instead of making an increasingly expensive one-off payment. When the lease is up, they can swap their hardware for a newer model, keep the device, or return it. There are extra fees to upgrade early or keep a device, or to terminate a lease before the end of the agreement. Apple Upgrade will replace the long-running iPhone Upgrade program and iPhone payments options in the U.S. Once they're eligible, those who are already enrolled in the iPhone Upgrade program will be able to switch to Apple Upgrade to lease a new product, opt for Apple Card monthly installments, buy their device outright, or move to carrier financing. Prices start at $18 per month for iPhone, $12 for both Apple Watch and iPad, and $25 for Mac. You don't get your full run of Apple's product lineup, though. iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, Apple Watch SE, MacBook Neo, Mac Mini, iPad A16, and Studio Display are not available for the Apple Upgrade program. Remember, you can find the latest gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more right now at Engadget.com. The award-winning team behind Google DeepMind's AlphaFold program is no more, according to the Financial Times. Google has reassigned most of the team's key members and the original authors of its papers, while a few others have already left the company. AlphaFold is an AI program that can accurately predict 3-dimensional structures of proteins from their amino acid sequences in minutes instead of years. It's now being used to accelerate drug discovery, develop vaccines, and understand the structural changes in proteins associated with neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. DeepMind started developing AlphaFold in 2018. In 2020, it was recognized as a solution to humanity's 50-year-old protein folding problem, which sought to answer how amino acids automatically fold into complex 3D shapes. Those shapes determine the biological role of a protein. Scientists had identified the structures of roughly 170,000 proteins over the past 50 years using tools and techniques like X-ray and nuclear magnetic resonance. The AlphaFold team took information from those previous works and then fed it to their AI to train AlphaFold. In 2021, Nature published the papers with AlphaFold's methodology and the structure predictions of the entire human proteome, or the complete set of proteins expressed by our species. DeepMind then launched the AlphaFold protein structure database, giving researchers free access to over 200 million protein structure predictions. In 2024, DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis and John Jumper, who was a staff research scientist when the project began and who eventually became a VP and engineering fellow, won the Nobel-prize in chemistry for their work on AlphaFold. Jumper announced in June that he was leaving DeepMind to join Anthropic. A couple of his colleagues jumped ship to Anthropic as well. DeepMind has confirmed to the Financial Times that it also moved staff members internally to Gemini-focused projects. Other former staff members were reassigned to Alphabet's drug discovery company Isomorphic Labs, which is a DeepMind spinoff. As the Financial Times notes, this represents Google's decision to put more and more of its resources into developing Gemini. Our strategy over the last 9 years has been to focus on grand challenges, a concrete goal every project is focused on, said Pushmeet Kohli, the VP of Research at Google DeepMind, continuing, the strategy has evolved. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Mariella Moon and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
spoken layer.